In the star-studded history of the NBA, the playoff matchups between LeBron James and the Boston Celtics undoubtedly form an exciting and long-lasting legend. Every page of their story is filled with passion, excitement, and glory. Their rivalry transcends the boundaries of ordinary games and has become an integral part of basketball culture, captivating countless fans and turning each encounter into a classic moment in basketball history. Let's rewind to the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals, a series that is unforgettable for all basketball fans. Led by Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen, the Boston Celtics took a 3-2 lead over the Miami Heat, putting the Heat in a precarious position. Pierce's crucial three-pointer against LeBron James in Game 5 further boosted the Celtics' morale. At that time, the outside world was filled with doubts about James. Critics claimed that he lacked the killer instinct in clutch moments and could never be compared to Michael Jordan, the god of basketball. However, James did not let the pressure get to him. In Game 6, he unleashed an astonishing burst of energy, scoring 45 points, grabbing 15 rebounds, and dishing out 5 assists. His near-perfect performance shattered the Celtics' defense. He was no longer the player being questioned. Instead, he transformed into an all-powerful king, charging towards the basket and hitting crucial shots time and time again. This game was his way of proving himself to the world. But James' performance didn't end there. In the subsequent Game 7, he scored 31 points and grabbed 12 rebounds, leading the Heat to a comeback victory and eliminating the Celtics. This series win not only earned James his first NBA championship but also silenced all his critics, establishing him as a legend in the basketball world. The 2018 Eastern Conference Finals was also a series full of legendary moments. At this time, although the Celtics had lost some key players, they still showed strong competitiveness thanks to the rise of young players like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. On the other hand, the Cleveland Cavaliers led by LeBron James did not perform well in the regular season, leading the outside world to be pessimistic about their prospects. In the first 2 games of the series, the Celtics demonstrated their strength and defeated the Cavaliers with a large margin. But James did not give up. In Game 4, he scored 44 points, leading the Cavaliers to a crucial victory. In the subsequent games, the two sides fought tooth and nail, and the score was extremely close. When it came to the decisive Game 7, the game was held at the Celtics' home court. James was well aware of the importance of this game. He played the full 48 minutes, demonstrating what it truly means to be a leader. In the end, he scored 35 points, grabbed 15 rebounds, and dished out 9 assists, almost single-handedly leading the Cavaliers to an away victory and reaching the NBA Finals for the 8th consecutive time. This game fully showcased James' strong willpower and excellent basketball skills. His control of the game rhythm and scoring ability in critical moments were truly amazing. Brad Stevens, the head coach of the Celtics, said after the game that their plan was to exhaust James. But obviously, James' performance shattered their plan. The story began when LeBron James entered the NBA in 2003. At that time, both the Cavaliers and the Celtics were struggling in their respective situations. The two teams had not met in the playoffs yet, but the tension between James and Paul Pierce was already simmering. As a top-tier small forward in the Eastern Conference, Pierce was wary of this young player who had gained so much attention since his debut. In their first regular season matchup, James had a poor performance, scoring only 10 points, while Pierce scored 19. However, James soon showed his talent and potential. When the Celtics visited Cleveland, James erupted for 37 points, setting a new career high at that time. This game made Pierce realize that this young man would be a formidable opponent in the Eastern Conference in the future. Since then, the confrontation between the two on the court has become more intense. In the 2004 preseason, Pierce even trash-talked James, almost sparking a conflict. In a double overtime game in 2006, Pierce scored 50 points. Although James also scored 43 points and led his team to victory, this game further deepened the feud between the two sides. In 2008, the Celtics formed the Big Three with Pierce, Garnett, and Allen, significantly enhancing the team's strength and becoming a top contender for the championship in the Eastern Conference. LeBron James also led the Cavaliers to achieve good results in the regular season. The two teams met in the playoffs, kicking off a fierce battle. This playoff series was filled with high-intensity confrontations and intense competition. In the first 4 games, both sides defended their home courts, and the score remained close throughout. In the crucial Game 5, James scored 35 points, but Pierce also had 29, and the Celtics took a 3-2 lead in the series. James did not give up. In Game 6, with an outstanding performance of 32 points and 12 rebounds, he forced a Game 7. Game 7 was held at the TD Garden in Boston, and the atmosphere at the scene was electric. James and Pierce engaged in a fierce scoring duel. James scored 45 points in the whole game, almost half of the Cavaliers' total score, but Pierce also performed brilliantly, scoring 41 points. Eventually, the Celtics won by a narrow margin and won the championship that season. This series made the confrontation between LeBron James and the Celtics the focus of the basketball world. The fighting spirit and excellent performances of the players on both sides made this Celtics-Lakers battle a classic in NBA history. In the 29 playoff games between LeBron James and the Celtics, he averaged 29.6 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 6.3 assists. These statistics fully demonstrate his dominance when facing the Celtics. In his 29-game playoff career against the Celtics, he scored over 40 points in 5 games, 4 of which were at the Celtics' home court, the TD Garden. These data not only prove James' strength, but also earn him the title of the Celtics Killer. The playoff matchups between LeBron James and the Boston Celtics are an eternal legend in basketball history. Every game between them carries the expectations and memories of countless fans. Whether it's James' comeback from the brink of defeat or his amazing performances in Game 7, they have all become an integral part of basketball culture, inspiring generations of basketball enthusiasts.